If you have visited Shanghai, Beijing, and Zhangjiajie, I would highly recommend Yunnan as your next China destination. Yunnan is a province in southwestern China. It is the most diverse Chinese province in terms of landscapes, ethnic minority culture, and ancient towns. I spent more than 2 weeks in Yunnan going from Kunming, Dali, Lijiang, Tiger Leaping Gorge, and Shangri-La. I would recommend following this route as you gradually increase in elevation to reduce the chance of altitude sickness. I took a high-speed train from Kunming to Dali. The journey of 328 kilometers took about 2 hours. Dali station is located in the modern part of Dali. From there, I took Didi taxi to Dali ancient town, which is located 17 kilometers north. The ride took about 40 minutes. Hotels in Yunnan are very affordable with many options around 300 renminbi. This is a quick view for the small hotel I stayed in located within Dali ancient town. It has a small rooftop balcony, but it was cloudy that day. For the first day, I would recommend visiting Erhai Lake and Xizhou Village as shown in the map. Make sure it is a sunny day as we will be cycling from Longkanchun to Panxi. Take a Didi taxi to Sunshine convenience store located at Longkanchun, shown here with both English and Chinese names. Longkanchun is 5.7 kilometers east of Dali ancient town and the ride will take 15 minutes. The destination is the yellow color store. This is as close to the lake as Didi taxi can go. From here, walk another 200 meters east towards the lake shore. I reached here very early in the day, around 8:30 am, as I wanted to cycle around the lake before the sun gets too strong. Even at this hour, there are already quite a few tourists at this area. And you can also see a lot of couples taking their wedding photography here. A bit later in this video, I will show how crowded it gets when I come back to this place to return the rental bicycle around noontime. There are a lot of unattended rental electric bikes around, but I couldn't activate them as it requires China phone number. Instead, I rented a bicycle for 20 renminbi that I can use for the day directly from a vendor. If you are able to rent the electric bikes, that would be preferred. Going back to the map, you can see Panxi is halfway towards Xizhou Village from Longkanchun. I recommend getting lunch at Panxi and then turn back as Xizhou is too far to cycle to. The road beside the lake is limited to only electric bikes, bicycles and tourist shuttle only, so you don't need to worry about cars or other large vehicles. The road actually circles the whole Erhai Lake, but it is about 120 kilometers long, so it is not advisable to try circling it by bicycle. Erhai Lake is so named as it is shaped like an ear. It is the second largest lake in Yunnan, with length about 40 km and width of 9 km. As you cycle the 11 km from Longkanchun to Panxi, you can enjoy the stunningly beautiful scenery of the lake, the view of the mountain across the lake, and stop to explore many parks along the route. There are also clusters of cafes and restaurants if you want to take a break. I cycled a bit further than Panxi, but the best scenery is between Longkanchun and Panxi, so it is my recommendation to just end at Panxi. Panxi is famous due to the photogenic S-band road that made it a top photo spot. There are quite a few restaurants in this area, so I decided to have my lunch here. There are many small hotels located along the road. I would recommend staying in one of them if you prefer a quieter stay or just want to be closer to nature instead of the busy Dali ancient town. From Longkanchun to Panxi by bicycle without stopping is 1.5 hours each way. However, do add in 2 hours to explore the scenery and have lunch. In total, I would allocate at least 5 hours for Erhai Lake. This is the crowds at Longkanchun around 1:30 p.m. Very crowded with tourists. Next, I took a Didi taxi from Sunshine Convenience Store to Xizhou Village, located 22 kilometers north, which took 45 minutes. Xizhou is populated by ethnic Bai minority, and the 1,000-year-old village is worth a visit for its traditional architecture, crafts, and wheat or rice fields. I will use this map to show the location of places of interest. The Didi taxi dropped me off at the north gate marked with an X. From here, walk south towards Sifang Street marked with a circle. Along the way, you will pass by the small Xizhou Museum of Agriculture. Since it is free to enter, I did a quick walkthrough. Xizhou is known for its rice and wheat fields, so it has a tiny rice field example in the center, but it wasn't planted. The buildings contain odd mix of exhibits on local customs and agricultural equipment. Sifang Street is located at center of Xizhou. This is a small square surrounded by shops. There is a stone archway called Wenming Fang, where names of local candidates that passed Ming Dynasty imperial exams are engraved. If you walk further south to the south gate, you will find the morning market selling vegetables, fruits and meats. It is supposed to be closed by noon, but some of the stalls are still around. From here, I decided to hire an electric three-wheeler ride that brings me to a couple of places within Xizhou. It is reasonably priced at 50 renminbi. I indicate on this map the locations of the visited places with the exception of the horse ride, silk shop and tea shop, which I can't pinpoint the locations. The first stop is a large banyan tree that was a filming location in a popular Chinese movie, so it is now a photo spot. The second stop is a horse ride place where you can take photos with some horses or hire for a ride around the village. Third stop is Yan Family Compound. This was the residence of a local wealthy family for over a century. Here you can see the architectural style of Bai ethnic minority, which is the main ethnic group around Dali. There is an entrance fee of 20 renminbi. The staff will offer sample of 3-course tea and try to get you to purchase. They aren't pushy about it if you are not interested. This is followed by a visit to a tie-dyeing shop. Bai people around the Erhai Lake area are famous for this craft, so you can find shops that sell tie-dye clothing or crafts and also try making some yourself. However, the most famous village for this craft is Chongsheng Village, located 23 kilometers northeast of Dali modern town. You can add in a visit if you have more than 2 days in Dali. The next stop is a silk embroidery shop. The white balls in the baskets are silkworm cocoons. If you are not familiar, silks are made from fibers spun out by larvae of the mulberry silkworm. They are then made into threads and colored before use. Second last stop is a tea shop. Xizhou has a unique tea ceremony called 3-course tea. First cup is bitter, second cup is sweet, and the third cup is a mix of aftertaste. The last stop is a sightseeing train that runs in a small loop around the rice or wheat fields. In total, the driver spent 2 hours bringing me around up until this last stop. Similar to the banyan tree, the rice and wheat fields of Xizhou became famous being the filming location of the movie Meet Yourself. I visited at the end of November, which is the worst month as the rice fields had just been harvested. Ideally, you can see the wheat field between February to May and rice field between August to October. There are some nice cafes that you can take a break in around the area surrounding the fields. If you walk west of the fields, you will find a unique old wooden corner house. Located at an intersection, this house combines Bai and Western architectural styles and is a popular landmark. Beyond what I have shared, just spend the remaining time exploring the streets of Xizhou for its architecture, shops, cafes, and restaurants. In total, you would require about 4 hours for a Xizhou visit. If you like a cheaper option to return to Dali ancient town, walk out from the west gate, head south along the small ponds, across the street and walk towards west for 100 meters. There are private buses that will bring you to Dali ancient town, west gate for 10 renminbi. A quick reminder to help like and subscribe to my channel for the next travel video. For the second day, I recommend visiting the 3 pagodas and Chongsheng temple, then followed by exploring Dali ancient town. The temple is located 3 kilometers northwest of Dali ancient town. Taking Didi taxi there will be 11 minutes. I would recommend buying the entrance tickets with shuttle service included. Number 1 and 2 shown in this map are the main entrance ticketing office and where you board the shuttle. The shuttle will briefly stop at number 4, but do not get down here. Wait till it reaches the end at number 3. You will walk downhill to number 4, where you'll board a shuttle to bring you to number 5, where the pagodas are located. You could opt to just pay for the entrance fee without shuttle service, but due to the size of the temple complex and it being uphill, I would recommend buying the shuttle service as well. It intermittently rained during my visit, so the sky is cloudy, and sorry for the less than optimal view. The famous Dali 3 pagodas are located within the Chongsheng temple complex. The temple entrance is facing Erhai Lake, while its rear is facing Changshan mountain. Chongsheng temple dates back to the Nanzhao kingdom and was later the royal temple of the ancient Dali kingdom. Originally built in the 9th century, the pagodas has survived numerous earthquakes, so it is a rare example of original pagodas in China. However, most of the temple complex buildings are reconstructions. From where the shuttle drops you off, just walk downhill and explore all the grand prayer halls with intricate gold-plated Buddhist statues, the pavilions and gardens until you reach number 4 in my map. From here, the shuttle will bring you to number 5 located near the 3 pagodas. The 3 pagodas form a triangle, with the central pagoda being constructed first in the 9th century, standing 69 meters tall with a hollow square structure. A century later, 2 smaller octagonal pagodas were added. Remarkably, they have survived over 30 major earthquakes throughout their 1,000 years long history. The best spot to take the photo is from the reflection pond located behind the 3 pagodas. During my visit, one of the smaller pagoda was undergoing preservation work, but it would have been completed now. This is a map of Dali ancient town. The red dots are notable places that you might want to visit, and I will show them in this video. The yellow boxes are the most popular roads. Renmin, Coroner and lower half of Husing Road are pedestrian only, while Yue Road are vehicle accessible. The area in red square are the more popular areas. First off, the most popular streets are Renmin Road and Fusing Road. It is also worthwhile to check out Coroner Street, Honglongjing Lane and Yue Road as well. Especially from Renmin Road, you can get a clear view of Changshan Mountain in the distance. The shops at these roads are touristy and sell similar stuff to most ancient towns' shopping areas. One thing I see is that there are more non-Chinese restaurants and coffee shops here than in Lijiang. I actually had a pizza for one of the meals here, and there is a really tasty dessert shop in one of the smaller lanes, so it is worthwhile randomly explore the smaller lanes in between the more famous roads. Do watch the end section of my Lijiang video to see what are the famous Yunnan food to try. Also for Muslim viewers, I did saw 4 to 5 halal restaurants within the Old Town area itself. The most prominent landmark in Dali is the Wuhua Tower located at lower half of Husing Road. It is the tallest building in Dali ancient town, and you can walk up to the upper level to get a better view of the town. The original tower was built in year 865 and acts as a gathering or meeting location during Nanzhao and Dali Kingdom. This is the best spot to take photos of the streets of Dali with Changshan Mountain as backdrop. Another unique building that you must visit is the Catholic church built in the Bai architectural style. The church was built in the 1920s by Catholic missionaries. The alley leading to the church is quite small, so use a map app to guide you. You will pass by a handful of small cafes and restaurants. Located just south of Wuhua Tower is the Dali Municipal Museum, also known as Grand Marshal's Mansion. It is a local history museum founded in 1986 that showcases Neolithic pottery, bronze relics, stone carvings, figurines, and traditional Bai costumes. It is also famous for its extensive steel forests. Some history on Dali while I show the museum displays. Dali served as the capital of the Nanzhao and Dali kingdoms from the 8th century and is a political, cultural, and military hub for over 500 years. Due to its importance, the ancient town has defensive wall all around it, and the region is populated by ethnic Bai minority. In between Wuhua Tower and Municipal Museum is Honglongjing or Red Dragon Well Lane. It has a pretty little stream running along it, but I'm not sure if it is artificial. The Jade Cabbage Fountain is located here, and you can read up a signboard about the story behind it. At the opposite side of Municipal Museum, you can walk along a small lane to reach CDC Art District. It is just two buildings that host about a dozen shops that sell artsy stuff and 2 or 3 cafes. The lane leading to it also have a few art-related shops. You can check this place out if you are bored of the shops selling similar stuff at the more popular streets. Further north, you will find the Confucian Temple. Originally established during the Yuan dynasty in 1300s, the complex underwent significant reconstruction during the mid-19th century. The temple features Ming and Qing style architecture and halls dedicated to Confucius. The temple offers a quieter and more peaceful space compared to the busy streets just outside. Coming back from Xizhou, the bus dropped me off at the west gate. You can climb up to both the west and south gate to get a better view of the city. It is a bit messy and disorganized on top of the gate though. The 4-gate tower and the wall connecting them are part of the original Ming Dynasty fortifications built around late 1300s. Dali ancient town is certainly touristy, busy and crowded. I stayed here during my visit. An alternative you can consider are the hotels along Erhai shore. I think they offer a more peaceful environment, and the view of Erhai shores is certainly breathtaking. Lastly, I list out the cost of the activities and transportation for reference. Do pause if you like to have a look. Do watch the end section of my Lijiang video to see what are the famous Yunnan food to try. Hope this information helps for your trip to Yunnan, and a reminder to help like and subscribe to my channel.